Hello, my name is Tyler Weed, and in today's news, our topic is focused on citizen journalism. Over the past few years, many citizens have been able to function as de facto journalists thanks to the advent of new technology. Nowadays, most everyone owns a smartphone, or at the very least, some sort of device equipped with a camera. Through the use of these devices, ordinary citizens have access to creating videos of any situation more than ever before. Many United States citizens have used their cameras to capture videos of police brutality, which has created social movements against police abusing their power. For a long time, stories of these kinds of situations could only be told from the police perspective. Now, communities where these situations of police brutality occur are able to tell their own stories, which are often different from the police's stories. In the article, Why Digital Innovation is Driving the Need for Open Journalism, author Eamon Storrs says, readers should feel empowered not only to join the conversation surrounding the news, but also to join the collaborative effort of telling the whole story. Traditional and citizen journalists should collaborate through social media and more traditional channels if people truly want the full story. Now we go to Hector Ramirez with more on this topic.
Thanks, Tyler. The ability for live documentation of recent controversial events has called into question officers' use of power and whether that power is being abused for oppression and threats. Today, citizen journalists carry the same weight as professional journalists, and even though they are under the protection of news institutions, as professional journalists are allowing access and permissions for coverage. Today, even news institutions are starting to encourage their voluntary coverage. According to Huffington Post's Eamon Storrs, the web is open for discussion. Shouldn't our journalism be as well? Storrs is calling for an open and interactive journalism meta to keep consistency in information and transparency with loyal readers. There will be corruptors as the outliers, but perhaps open journalism can spotlight the corrupted and correct their wrongdoings. As Netflix's Truth and Power, Shooting the Messenger episode states, the social media can be used for the greater good, but it's often used as a weapon. There is now a constant battle with fake news, questioning news outlets owned by corporations with their own agendas, bringing to light any secrets and lies that citizen journalism seems more innocent and trusting than news corporations. And because technology and social media can be double-edged swords, perhaps citizen journalists are needed now more than ever to help mitigate corruption and one-sided stories. And now on to Marina with more on this topic.
According to YouTube influence Ken Green, young people are disconnected from the news media channels because no one is connected to them in the ways they connect with each other or talking to the issues that matter to them from perspective they can identify with. News media has a complete lack of objectivity and representation, discrediting its validity. Now, people are placing their trust in citizen journalists. The relationship between the press and the viewers were once wholesome, but they have lost that trust from the people. Benefits of citizen journalism is the average person being given a voice to be heard, allowing for more diverse perspectives. But citizen journalists have realized that opinion news get more attention than factual news. Because the relapse of fake news in the last year and propaganda in the 2016 election, there have been more control in the information that citizen journalists put out there by bigger companies. So now we are reverting back to the state where only those in power can determine what information matters and what does not. What news are real and what aren't. This is Marina. Now we pass the baton to Kristen in our box studio, who will tell us more about what citizen journalism is.
What is citizen journalism? What power do they have? Can we trust this? These are just some simple questions explaining how journalism has changed for both the positive and negative. With the creation of technology, it has been extremely easy for everyday citizens to just take out their smartphones and start filming events happening around them. When an event is arising, citizens are the first people at the scene with their cameras. Citizen journalists have the power to start their own narratives and emphasize the issues they want to address. Yes, it is great that we can have constant knowledge on any event occurring, but now the world has come to depend on citizens to tell the truth with their materials. Do the citizens tell the truth? Well, it depends on the story. Society has come to the point where they would rather read crime news instead of acts of kindness. Cameras will not be going away, so neither will people's curiosity to film these events. Should we leave the news for official journalists, or should we just let normal, everyday citizens take out their inexpensive cameras and film their problems at hand? To let them tell their side of the story, regardless of their biased opinion or background. It is up to you, the listener and viewer, to decide. I'm Kristen Moore, and this is Digital Citizen News.